Hey guys, in this tutorial we're going to learn how to create JavaScript Live Form Validation. In this form, if the user enters less than 5 characters, it's going to show an error message. So let's just say I want to input RAH. It's going to say please enter at least 5 characters. So if I say RAHUL, that's exactly 5 characters. It's going to say well done. But if I enter more than that, let's just say I say Sharma, SHARMA, there, it's going to say don't overdo it. So let's see how to do that. So let's start with the entirely blank page. So I'm going to create a simple HTML template. I'm going to say JavaScript Form Validation. Let's create the first form element. So I'm going to say form. I'm going to put in a name for that. I'm going to say my form, and inside that I'm going to create a simple table, and here will be the full name. And then our input field, it's going to be text, and the name is going to be uname. I'm using camel case, but you can choose whatever you like. So here I'm going to specify a span tag where my error messages will be displayed, or the output is going to be displayed. I'm going to specify an ID. I'm going to say uname output. So this is going to store the output, what the error message is going to be displayed to the users. So let's just copy this. It's going to be the next one as the email. Type is going to be email. I'm going to say you email output. I'm just going to paste it again, and that's going to be the password. Type is going to be password. It's going to be upass, and this will be upass output. We're not going to display the password output to the users because that just need to validate that whether he's inputting the proper characters or not. So let's check how our HTML page looks like. Yeah, I need to add the submit button, so I'm just going to get rid of the first line here. Type is going to be submit. I don't need any name here because I'm not creating any click events. And I'm going to remove the span tag too. So this is how the form looks like, which we have built right now. So now if I type in any name, let's just put in my name. So I'm going to say Fatah Gabriel. It's not going to output anything else. So we need to create the form validation here. So I'm going to put in some more validation, like the username has to be, the full name has to be at least 5 characters, and the email has to be I don't know, like within 10 characters, and the password has to be within 8, no, so on and so forth it goes. So let's get back to our form. So here I'm going to create a script tag. Let's start writing some JavaScript. So here, let's get all the variables of our form so that we can use it later. So I'm going to create a variable. I'm going to store all the output in each and every individual variable. So I'm going to say uname output to document dot get element by ID. The ID is uname output. Now, just to make sure that this works or not, I'm just gonna add an inner HTML just for the testing purpose. You don't need to do this. I'll be doing this dynamically. So I'm gonna say game. There, that works. So I don't need this. So this is gonna be generating by the form validations what we're doing. So after this, I'm gonna use the email output, and this is gonna be email output, and this is gonna be pass output. It's gonna be the same pass output. And then now I have all the outputs stored in a variable, so I need to get the form data, or like the fields what I'm typing in. So I'm going to create a variable for that. I'm going to say uname so that I can use it easily. I don't have to specify document dot all those things. So I'm going to say uname is equals to document dot, I'm going to get the form, say my form dot uname. So just to be sure, I'm going to check whether this works or not. I'm going to say value is equals to, I'm going to put in hello. So this has to output. There, that works. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this one too. So this is going to be done dynamically. So I'm going to create another variable. I'm going to say you email first. So say document dot my form dot you email, and I'm going to say variable you pass is equals to document dot my form dot you pass. Okay, I have stored both the outputs and the input fields inside the JavaScript variables. Now I need to get the data and I need to make sure that that works. So I'm going to create a function here, and I'm going to call it as check name. So this is going to check the name over here. So let's create the function. So this is going to run if somebody inputs. So I'm going to say on input and paste it here. That's better. So when the user inputs something, I need to output the data over there just for the checking purpose. So let's see how that's going to work out. So I'm going to say uname output dot inner HTML is equals to uname dot value. Let's check that. So whatever I type here is going to be outputting over there. So I'm going to say FATH there. That works. So let's write in our error messages. So for that, I'm gonna first define the statement, like what's gonna happen on what. So I'm gonna say if uname dot value dot th length. So I'm gonna check the length. If the length is lesser than 5 characters, then it's going to output something. So it's gonna say uname output dot inner HTML is equals to, I'm going to say please enter more than 5 characters. There. Okay, so let's just check that. So if I say FATA, yeah, that's not gonna work. So I need to specify another statement. So I'm gonna say else if, and here goes another statement. So I'm gonna use the same thing what I wrote here and just paste it over in the. So if the value is exactly equal to 5, I need to do something. So I'm going to take the same data, paste it over here, and here I'm going to say well done. Well done. Let's check that. So I'm going to say FATH there. That changes. So next, if the user exceeds the maximum characters he has to use, so I'm going to use the same statement here, paste it, is greater than 8. I'm going to say don't overdo it. That's good. Just refresh. So I'm going to say FATH GAB there. It's going to say don't overdo it. So I have this simple form validation applied, and I can apply the same thing for other fields too. Now in order to do that, I need to create different function for different things. But let's check with the color options too, because in the last previous demo which I showed you, there was changing color, so I need to put in some color. So I'm going to say if the uname is less than 5, it's going to output this, right? So right below that, I'm going to say uname dot style dot background color is equals to, I'm going to say orange. So when I write something here, FATA there, but when I hit H, it's going to change the color here. So I'm going to copy the same thing and then paste it over here. I'm going to say light green. So let's check it. There. I'm going to paste the same thing over here, and this is going to be salmon. There, that works. So now what we need to do is we need to apply the same function but in a different name to all the different elements of our web page. So I'm just going to copy this entire thing. So just copy this entire thing and then paste it. I'm going to say check email. I'm just going to paste it here. I'm going to say check password. So check pass. I think that's enough. Okay, let's just check that. So I'm going to change some elements over here too. I'm going to say on input, I'm going to say check email. So this is going to check the email. So here's going to be on input check pass. And now let's just check it. So let's just say I want to create a simple registration form. So I'm going to say FATAH. That's pretty well done. So I'm going to say FATAH GAB. Well, that's not working. So that's not working because I did not assign the email a name or the variable to the form. So I need to assign that. So this is a check name. So here it comes, uname. So I'm going to change this to u email, and the output is going to be u email output, and it's going to be u email, and same thing goes for the other items too. So it's going to be u email, it's going to be u email output, it's going to be u email, and same thing here. So I'm going to say u email, u email output, it's going to be u email. Let's check if it works. So I'm going to say FATAH, that works. And actually for email I think I'm supposed to change something. So let's put it to like 20 characters, so it can't exceed more than that. And I check if it's less than 5, it's going to say error. So it's equals to 5, well done. So yeah, if it's greater than 20, it's going to say, oh, really bad. Okay, so that's well done there. Okay, I need to check the password now. So I'm going to say upass. I'm going to say upass output. It's going to be upass. And same thing goes here too. I'm just going to copy this one. Paste it. Paste it. Paste it. Paste it. Oops. It's going to be u email output. Oh, same thing here. So output u pass output. Okay, that thing worked. U pass. Yeah, and I need to change this one too. So I'm gonna say u pass. There. Something goes wrong, we'll do it again. So ordered it. Okay, so I'm gonna say if at gmail.com. There. So everything's well done. Please leave me your suggestions, what you think about the video, and have a nice day.